What's up, guys? It's been a while since we rode one of these out. Carter was kind of getting, I think I kept talking about the same thing over and over again, which of course was kind of weighing heavy on me since we were leaving UFC. Like anything else, right? All good things, they kind of come to an end. So our run there at UFC kind of finalized, finished. So it was a nice send off, It was very emotional. We had big class, a lot of people showed up, right? So moved on from that, right? And then last Saturday was Triple Crown, and UFC people did good again. It turned out strong competition. I think we qualified for a trophy this time. I didn't see one, at least. But the kids that did compete and the one adult from UFC, they did really well. I'm proud of them. They keep training hard. They keep competing. It's the growth of the students, right, as they push forward. We've got Grappling Industries coming up end of June, and a handful of our guys are competing again, so pretty excited about that. It's going to be, I don't know, it hasn't hit 100 yet, so I don't know how big the tournament's going to be. Might be a short day at the tournament, we'll see. Hopefully more people sign up. There's still some time, so maybe people still just kind of recovering from the Triple Crown tournament, so they haven't signed up yet. This morning I posted something on Instagram, right? Something that God and I talked about for a while. We talked about it on the podcast with Alika and Gary, and then Alika talked about it again on the podcast with Roger from Trickster. So posted it on my our Instagram page today, and surprisingly, there's a lot of people seem to be interested. Of course, I put senior grapplers thinking that people would kind of know that I didn't mean like 40 something, but there were some people 40 something that were interested. I said, you guys are a little too young for that, right? So kind of the thought behind that, the way it came to pass, right? So Carl and I was kind of talking, and I can't remember how we got on the topic, but I thought, hey, it would be kind of cool if there was something for the old guys, right? I mean, really old guys, not the guys who 40 something that feel like they all boss up and they're old. I mean, the old guys like me, like the 60 something year old guys that we don't really have the opportunities to compete very frequently, right? At least locally. I mean, there are they have Triple Crown and Naga, but a lot of times people don't sign up, right? Because you're 60 years old, you don't want to compete with 40-year-olds. A lot of times there's nobody your age in your weight bracket and your belt, so you end up, you pay, and it's like, oh, by the way, you want to compete with this 42-year-old person who's like 10 pounds heavier than you. It's like, well, you signed up, you paid, I guess. So the thought for this one was, obviously it's not like on par with Fight to Win or Submission Battleground, but something similar in the sense that you know who you're gonna go against. It's a fun match. They're equal in size, as close as possible. Relatively close in age and belt, right? So it's it's not like, oh, should I sign up? Is there someone gonna be my age? It's just I don't want to call it a super fight because it's really not a super fight, but you're matched up with somebody so you can kind of go out there, roll, your family, friends, and when we talked to Alika, he said, hey, let's make it like let's find a good charity, fundraiser kind of thing, donate the money, make fun prizes. I don't know, like salompas or any stuff where like old guys would need, right? Just to have fun, right? Just to recognize that there's a bunch of us older guys that still have that competitive spirit, but going against a 40-year-old, even going against a 50-year-old, it's a big difference. It is hard, to kind of do that, but we'll see. We're still putting out feelers, just trying to figure it out. A bunch of people hit me up, so there does seem to be some interest. You know, a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, we come watch," and stuff. So yeah, hopefully we can put something together, and that'll be fun. You know, just a fun event. Nothing serious, but just adult guys take the stage for a little while. You know, have people cheering for them. You know, a fun event. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully we can pull it off. Anyway, guys, headed to Concept tonight. Cart was under the weather yesterday, so he's not with me today. We did some light drilling last night at the house, since we didn't have any class to really teach or attend, so we just did that yesterday. Maybe go to see our friends over at VIP tomorrow. I know there's an open mat at Concept too, but kind of thinking that I should probably go to see my friends out there VIP. So all right, guys, catch you guys on the next one. See ya.